Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Choir Directors Academy. I am your host, Angela Elaine. This is our last episode for the year. I just want to come on real quick. I'm not going to be very long tonight. I just want to come on real quick and share a few things with you that I am in the process of doing and that you should do as a choir director or directors or any official. You should do this. You don't want to start 2025 with the same thing that's going on in 2024. But before we do all of that, I ask that you like and share this video. Feel free to share with anybody. Let the algorithm work. I'm tired, y'all. Let the algorithm work for us. Amen. Let's do that. Like and share this video so we can get the word out. Again, like I said, I won't be on here long. Trust me, I won't be on here long. I only have a few things that I want to share with you in the coming of the new year. The theme for tonight is Vision 2025, what's next? This has been an incredible year for some of us in so many different ways. And sometimes we can get so caught up in the season and we're not even really cognizant of what's going on. If you know anything about spiritual warfare, this is a time where the demonic forces and the powers that be are attacking and doing their most damage because they don't want you to start the new year off right. Witchcraft is operated all over the place, concerts, churches, jobs. I mean, you'll be surprised at where it is, but it's up to you as an individual to fight this. Okay. So we don't want to end the year caught up in the hustle and bustle. You know how they always keep us busy. I was thinking in my studies, I noticed that back in the day in the era, and we're going through the same thing right now, when things were going awry and things were crazy back in the day during the Roman era, the Greek era, all of these, the Persian era, what they did was they had entertainment and, the theaters, the games and all of these different things to distract us from what's really going on. We also know that's what's going on in government. They get us all blindsided with all of these little things, distractions on the side, and we won't even recognize what's really going on in the government and what they're planning to do for the future. I'm not here to talk about that because I know God is in control of everything. But my focus tonight is that I get you inspired, that you actually take the time to debrief, whether that's pulling away from social media, pulling away from a lot of different things, and just settling down and taking the time to just think. All right. This end of the year is self-assessment time. We through the entire year, we're at the job, we're in our own private businesses, we're in church, and that's what we're focusing on. As choir directors, my words getting tied up, but as choir directors, we get fatigued. We suffer so much mental fatigue. And we just constantly do the same thing over and over and over and over without ever settling down and just kind of like debriefing, really. Just settling down and actually thinking about what you did this year, what you accomplished, just settling down, because we're always running at a very, very high speed, and we don't want to do that. But one thing I want to tell you is you don't want to start 2025 frazzled. You don't want to be running around. And see, right now with this Christmas season and everything, everybody's running around trying to do this, that, and the other. Buy this, buy that. I got to get this. I got to get that. I got to go here. I got to do that. And you're not even focused or cognizant as to what's going on around you in the spirit or in your own life. You're too busy. Most of us get sick. The body is constantly telling you, slow down, eat right, go to the doctor. Get this pain checked out. But we're so busy. I got to do this, and that. I got to go here. And we don't do that. And then all of a sudden, the body just like boom in your face. And then you're crying and you're telling all of us to pray for you. But then you should stop and take time to smell the roses. Listen to what your body is telling you. Do the same thing spiritually. Listen to what your department is telling you. Listen to your music department. They're speaking to you, but because you're so ingrained in your mind, you're not listening. You're not listening. I'm sorry, but you're just not listening. You have to take the time to listen. Wise gentleman said on today, Mr. Michael Weatherspoon, he said, let's not focus on the skills all the time. Gifts, I'm paraphrasing what he said, gifts or the skills of the people, whether they're singers, musicians, directors, whatever they are to you in the music department. Gifts are what, and we get this twisted up. Gifts are what you can do to help others. Your fruit or your character is about who you are. And a lot of times we select people to lead songs, we select them to direct or play a song, not because they have the right character, right? Your character affects how your music comes out. Your character affects how you run the department. Your character affects how you think, how you process data, right? Anybody can have a skill. We learn a skill. And a lot of times we focus on that. If they can't play this particular way, I don't want to. I'm not saying that that is not important. But remember, the music department is not necessarily a show or production, right? We want what the perfect world is, a good mix where you have someone who not only has the skills to do the job, but their character or their spirit is in line so that the music comes out and work a deliverance or encourage or inspire. You can be a fantastic singer, but if your character, if you're not spending time with God, if you're not doing what you should do, you're not reaching anybody. You singing and you sound good, but nobody is being touched. Okay, so we need both, but we definitely don't want to put all of our focus into the skills of an individual. We also want to look at their character. Who are they? Do they take pride in their appearance? Do you have to tell them? You know, can you dress it up a little bit? Can you groom yourself? If you have to tell somebody that all the time, then maybe that's not the person for you, no matter what their skills are. You should take pride in your appearance. I mean, nobody should have to tell you that. I mean, these are all things you need to think about. But sometimes we get so engrossed, we just want a body. We want to put somebody in that spot, and they may not necessarily be a good fit. Okay? Now, in reviewing 2024, notate the effects of 2024. What went right? What went wrong, or what had no effect on it at all? You know, some things we do is like, come see, come side. Nothing really, nothing's really done, a see. But between what was right, what was wrong, and what was neutral, how do we merge that? What do we do? Is there anything, what we may have a particular thing we did that actually went right? Did it go right because it just fell that way, or was it intentional? And then what we did wrong, is it actually wrong, or is it just the way that it was executed that made it wrong, made it fall out wrong? These are things that you need to look for. Don't just walk in there in the next year saying, okay, we're going to do this, and that. Just do the same thing, just try to get by. That's not a good spirit to have, because when you do that, you're going to lose people. You're going to lose people when you do that. You don't want to lose anybody. You want to gain. You want to gain choir members. You want to inspire the people that are working with you in that department to grow. Not only just naturally and, all of this prosperity stuff, but you need to be prosperous in your spirit. You need to be prosperous in your mind. My God, if your mind is not right, then everything else is going to be messed up. All right. So we want to make sure that we take notes and take time to reflect and think about those things in your life that went right, went wrong, or that, pretty much indifferent. And how are you going to merge those together? That you need the guidance of God to do that, because we can't see what the future holds. We don't know. But if we go to him and ask him to lead us and guide us, he already knows what's going to happen in 2025. He can guide you in the proper way so that you will be blessed and then bless others that are working with you. Most importantly, you want to think about is, what is your spiritual condition? I know a lot of people don't want to, talk about this. It's just all in the skill. But you know what? If you're down and oppressed or depressed or whatever, you can't function right. And there are a lot of people in the music department that are just depressed. They're down, they're anxious, things are not going right or whatever. And you have to focus on that. Are you close to the Lord? Do you spend devotional time with him? All of this is going to help and impact if your EOY is end of year. Sorry, I'm going to count it. In EOY, your end of year, and your BOY, beginning of year 2025. Everything that you do right now is important to your success. You want to be successful. You don't want, you can be successful this year. You want to be even better next year. You can be not so good this year, but you can be better. You don't want to just keep doing the same thing over and over. You get stuck in a rut. And once you get stuck in a rut, it's hard to get out of them. Oh my God. It's so hard to get out of a rut. And you don't want to be stuck in those things. Hey, my fellow president Naaman, good to see you, sir. And my sister, oh, she's agreeing with me. But you don't. You want to spend time with God. You want to wake up with your mind, focus on him. There's too much going on in this world. This world is literally crazy. The demonic forces got everything just crazy. Just people are just unstable. People are unhappy. They don't know what the future holds. But those of us who are in Christ, this is the best time for us to show what we're made of, who Jesus is. Jesus has gotten such a bad rap with all of the stuff we got going on. We're not doing what we should do. He's got such a bad rap, but it's up to us who know who he is, who's living for him, to do the best that we can do to show the world that he's really not about that. He's about peace. You can't have peace without the Prince of Peace. This last action, whether you believe it or not, impacts your decisions in every area of your life. We don't just want to do spiritual. You want to be naturally stable, you emotionally stable, financially stable, mentally stable, physically stable. We want all of these things. As my sisters say, you want to be blessed all the way around. You want a 360 blessing. Yes, you want to be blessed all the way around in your area. But you cannot serve in the music department properly if your life is not focused on God through Jesus. You can't do it. You can't serve God and you're half-hearted with what you're doing. You need to fully devote yourself to him so that he can lead you and guide you. And he'll give you ideas. You know, I have my ideas already for 2025. I got them written down in books and on my journals and in my notebook for the music department on next year. He's already given it to me. So I'm ready. And at this time, I'm kind of withdrawing from Facebook because I want to focus. I want to realign. I want to just rest my mind. And you have to take the time to do that, people. You have to take the time to rest your mind. Rest your mind and your spirit. You have to turn the TV off. You'd be surprised how much that just bothers your spirit. Once you get that time where you just sit back and you relax and you turn the TV off, you turn everything off and just hear quiet. You'd be surprised if you get a day like that, or just an hour of just silence where, you know, and I know all of us got a lot of things going on. Some of us have families, we have little children or whatever. And I totally understand that. I'm not saying just kick everybody to the curb, and, you know, but you just have to take time and just have silence. Because definitely this TV and them phones, Facebook and all of this stuff is a distraction. It's a very useful tool if you control it, but it can also be a major distraction to your peace. And you need peace during this season. You need peace going into 2025. We don't know what 2025 holds, but we know who holds 2025. Okay. And finally, let's properly prepare for a 360-degree prosperous new year. We want to be blessed. Like I stated before, we want to be blessed in every area of our lives. We don't just want to focus on the finance. You know, the prosperity part. You want to be prosperous everywhere. What did he say in the Bible? I'm paraphrasing, but he said, beloved, I wish that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. He desires that we prosper in our endeavors. Each of us are musicians, or we're choir directors, or we're music ministers, or we're presidents of music departments. We want those departments to be successful, right? We want to effectively display Christ in our lives. We want our music to be effective. Every song that we select, we want it to reach the hearts of the people, not just make them bounce, you know, and all of that. All right. But we want it to reach the heart and encourage them to continue and know that this is not the end. This is the beginning of the best days of your life. Okay. I hope I said something to help you. I told you I wouldn't be long. I actually been talking for 15 minutes. I told you I wouldn't be long. Just as a heads up, TCDA will return on Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. I have quite a few topics to discuss. So many of you viewers and people have sent me topics that you wish for me to discuss. I appreciate that because it makes my job easier. I mean, I have my long list of things that I want to cover, but when you all send me ideas and things that you want me to discuss and talk about, it just makes it so much easier for me because a lot of this stuff, I've experienced it and I know it. So it's easier for me to share with you and discuss with you these particular things. All right. What my sister said, come alive in 2025. I like that. Come alive in 2025. All right. I like that. And she also said, good points. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Listen, everybody, like and share. That's all I got tonight. I'm not gonna be here long. I'm gonna go back to my retreat. I've been on hiatus from you all for so long. Right now, I am pulling back. And I'm doing what I'm telling you should do. So I won't be on Facebook much. I'll get on here to say happy birthday to a few people, but I really won't be on because I'm trying to regroup and really just reset myself for this end of the year and also for next year because I am anticipating great things, and I anticipate great things for you all as well. And I definitely pray that I've been a good example to you all, and I said something in 2024 that really encouraged your heart and gave you insight into becoming a better director, directress, or president, minister of music, whichever position that you hold. And I'm hoping that in 2025 that God will bless all of us, and what I have to present to you that he has given me in 2025 will even take you further and higher. I appreciate each and every one of you. Love you all. Like and share this video. I love y'all. Have a beautiful and a very, 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 very Merry Christmas and a happy, happy, happy New Year. And I will see you all in 2025. Peace.